My name is Jessica and I have no idea what I'm doing. Today I'm going to show you how to make this tiger eye look for Lunar New Year, which is coming up next week. It is the year of the tiger, and I thought this would be something fun to try. There's good news. This is actually easier than it looks, and I think it came out really well. So I'm going to show you how to do it on this eye. I did start out with my Milani eyeshadow primer on both eyes, of course. And then what you're going to need to start off is a nice base shade, just to, cancel out, see the veins here, just to make it a little more streamlined. So if you don't have this palette, that's okay. You just pick what you have that's similar, or that works for you. This is the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette. I used the shade Whipped Cream as my base, and I did that with my dollar store brush. So just from crease to brow bone, see, just to blank it out, because we want the focus to be on the orange and the stripes. There we go. Again, if you don't have this palette, you can use something else. I'm going to use my BH Cosmetics brush with a 3 on it. And I really liked the orange in here. It's like a bright yellow orange, and I decided to go with a matte. I thought that looked more tigerish than like, say, a peachy orange. So I'm going to start with putting this in the middle of my crease, like the middle third, and blending upward. But I wouldn't worry too much about the blending. I think like a cat eye or a tiger eye type of thing looks better when it's a little bit sharper. Super simple. And then I'm going to take the same shade. This is Pumpkin Spice, by the way. That's the name of the shade. And I'm going to put that in the middle of my lid, the middle third. So it's just one color going straight up and down in that middle area. I'm packing it on because I want to make sure it's nice and bright. Tigers are bold. Then I decided to go with a matte black to smoke it out and again create that, that feline kind of shape. And tigers do have black in them, like even the fur fading to black in some areas. I'm going to use the Too Faced White Peach palette, and I'm going to use the shade On the Grill. This is a very soft matte black, and that's the reason I like it so much, just because I'm a mess with black eyeshadow. So if you feel comfortable going in with like the blackest black you have, go for it. But I didn't want to make a mess. I wanted this to be a successful tutorial. So I'm going with this one on my IBY crease brush, because it's easier for me to work with. And then I'm going to put that on the outer third of the crease, blending it into the orange. And then I'm also going to put it on the outer third of my lid. And I'm going to create like a triangle kind of shape. Again, that's for the like cat eye kind of shape. I'm going to use my pinky to apply it to my lid. Packing it on, but blending it as much as I can into the orange. This part I don't want to be harsh. And the way I do it, I just move my finger back and forth a little bit with varying pressure. Gonna fix this little spot. That didn't happen on the other eye. That happens sometimes. Then I decided to go with a gold shimmer for this inner part here. So you can use any gold shimmer. I decided to go with Colourpop's Supershock Shadow Come Clean. I don't even know if they make this anymore. But I decided to go with a shimmer, and I decided to go with a cream just so it stays on a little better in the area that I'm going to put it. And some tigers have some like golden yellow in their fur, and then I feel like this also represents their eyes. So I'm going to put this on the inner third of the lid, This is like the trickiest part, to get the cream to blend to the, like the powder, I think anyway. So I'm just gonna use that same method. Well, not really, actually, this is a little different. I'm still using varying amounts of pressure as I blend, but I feel like you have to do more of like a dabbing motion when you start going from the gold to the matte powder. Then you see I accidentally put it here. That's where I want it to go anyway. So I want it to go like around my eye, like on the inner corner, and then a little bit in the front here too, just to give it a little different shape, and again to be a little bolder. Then I also want to put it in the crease. Let's see, maybe if I flip my finger this way. Yeah, so I want that on the inner third of the crease as well, again for shape and for boldness. And just blend that into the orange. There we go. Going back into the black, I'm using my little brush from Wish just to concentrate a little bit on the outer third here of my lower lash line. And then start blending it in, but only to the middle of my lower lash line. Again, keeping with that cat eye shape and doing things a little more graphically and a little more boldly than I usually do because of the tiger. Well, I'm bold with like blues, greens, and purples anyway. Now this is the basic eyeshadow underneath. I'm going to use my NYX Epic Ink Black Liquid Liner to do the wing and these stripes. This should not have been, I mean, I thought it was going to be hard and it really wasn't. However, it should have been easier still, but I had gotten it like in my eye, and let me tell you, that burned a lot. I felt like there was poison going into my eye. So that'll probably look interesting later. Don't do that. Be very careful with this. I don't really care for this eyeliner for that reason. I feel like it runs like, yeah, see? Like I just went to like fix one of the little brush hairs and it just leaked all over me. So I don't really care for this eyeliner, but it's all I have right now. So I'm gonna make it work. All right, so I'm gonna try to keep it thin, like here. And then of course do the little flick there, and I'll show you how I like to do it. I'm just gonna prop my elbow on my jewelry box. And I'm going to try to start with this thinly. I'm not gonna talk while I do it because I'm gonna make a mess. So I like to do quick little thin strokes like that. You could see that didn't quite work out on this eye. I might have to even them out. Ooh, see, this is what I don't like. Then for this side, I like to go the other way. Kind of like that. And then for this part, I like to go from the top down instead of flicking. That just never works for me. And then from there start going this way. Definitely worked better on the other eye, darn it. And then see how it got kind of chunky? That wasn't the plan, and you see I did a much better job off camera, sorry. But I'm gonna just gently then flick it up and see if I can do a better job. That's better. I think I better stop here. So you can see that it's already starting to run this direction, which is what it did here. But that was okay because I just put a stripe there. So that's what I'm gonna do here too. And for the stripes, I just kind of went with it, and maybe it's not very accurate, but I think it looks good. I just kind of did some a little more wiggly, some a little more straight, Some a little thicker, some a little thinner, some thick and thin in the same stripe. So I'm just gonna let my imagination run and let the eyeliner run. So I did a couple like in this direction. And then you put them like in different places all over the lid. And then into the crease as well. Just like that. And now I'm going to let this eye dry, so I gotta make sure I keep it open just so these don't smear. While that's drying, I'll tell you what else I used today. I did fix this little bit down here. I started out with the Aveeno, what is this, Calm and Restore Moisturizer, simply because my skin was dry. And then these are just my basic face products right now because they work for me and I have them. I didn't choose them for any special reason. So I used the e.l.f. Foundation Serum. I think this is in Fair Light. I think this is discontinued, which is unfortunate because I ended up really liking it. Go figure. And then I used my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in 8B Porcelain Beige. And then I set everything with my Maybelline Fit Me powder in 110 Porcelain. This is the matte and poreless one, simply because that's what I prefer. For bronzer, I decided to go with something a little more yellow toned. I don't know, just to go with the tiger, like theme colors kind of thing. So I went with the Besame Peter Pan Mermaid Lagoon Golden Sands bronzer. They don't make this anymore, but you can pick any kind of yellow tone bronzer or anything you want or anything that works for you, as always. And then for blush, I decided to go with a matte, like orange kind of blush. So I went with the KVD Fetish Blush and Highlighter Palette, the blush in the color Salem. I have so many discontinued things. Why did they discontinue good things? For my highlighter, I decided to go with something like Peachy Golden. Again, keeping with the tiger theme. So I went with the I Heart Revolution Peach and Glow. And I went with like this strip right here with a touch of that one in it. I actually decided to do my brows today. Wow. I guess just to keep with like the bold theme. So this is like the only brow product I have. The Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 3. So I just put the gel through. I mean, if you want to do a full brow thing, that's just not what I do at any time. But I think this kind of look might warrant that. And then for my lips, I decided to go with something like brownie orange. So I went with the Revlon ColorStay Satin Ink Liquid Lipstick in the shade Holy Pumpkin. Now, I should be dry enough to curl my lashes and put my mascara on. I curl my lashes 99.9% of the time before I put mascara on. And if you want to use false lashes, I think now is definitely the time, but I don't use false lashes. Why would you need to anyway if you have the Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof Mascara? This is my boldest, most perfect mascara, so I decided to go with this one. And I'll sit here and play with my lashes forever, so I'm definitely not showing you all of that. And then I almost decided to keep the lower lashes bare, but then I decided just to put a little bit of mascara. I'm using the Maybelline Sky High mascara simply because this washes off really easily. So I like that for my lower lashes. And what I did was, like, this makes the lower lashes super long, and that's not what I wanted. So what I did was, like I said, I just chose it for the formula, like to take it off later, because that's just me. And then what I did, because I just wanted my lashes to be black, I went and pulled off the little edges gently, because I really don't want them that long. Just tinted black. So I kind of got two different looks going on here. That's not exactly how I planned it, but it happens. So if you like this one better, that has it really thin up here and then has like a really bold wing out there, that's one option. And then this eye is a little more streamlined and uniform across the entire wing. They both have their merit. I just wish they were both the same. Also, shameless plug, I do have a Year of the Tiger design in my Redbubble shop on lots of different products. I have magnets, I have shirts, I have mugs, I have tote bags, I have masks, I have all sorts of things. and I have other designs for other holidays and every day of the year. So if you're interested, go check it out. I have the link down below. Thanks in advance for your support, whether you're sharing, purchasing, both, etc. Alright, that's it for today. I hope you have a good day no matter what it is you're doing. Bye! See you next time, and Happy Lunar New Year!